Guess I got to turn my mic on before you can hear me. So, let's see. I just said hi to Brown Coat, hi to Grandma Rose, hi to Allie. JD, how you doing? Thomas Schmidt, Homestead Project. Small Town Southern Housewife. I don't know if I missed anybody or not. I know some of you were last night, but if you weren't here last night for our Monday Night Live, you missed a great show with Stacey Lynn Harris. Finite World, nice to see you here this evening. So, everybody must have had a great week. I didn't get any questions. I didn't get anything. Maybe I'm not needed. Maybe we need to stop this. I don't know. So,
I know some of them talked about maybe learning more OBS, especially the ones that are getting a little bit more comfortable with YouTube and want to try to live stream on their own. And also possibly just generic PC questions.
oh, it'd be very generic for that. I'm not a PC person.
Oh, really? How many PCs have I blown up that you fixed?
Shh. I only work on servers.
Do you know how I would tag a video if I wanted to share?
Sure.
That'd be like duck, 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 goose. Is that tag?
Let me do this. Okay, we'll get this brought over. Let me get a browser opened up here. Here, we'll do this one. Okay.
Woohoo! Grandma Rose, awesome. I know it can suck trying to take a shower with cold water. Hey, Rosanna.
Okay. I am just going to open up a video here. First one that popped out.
What's up, guys? See you all good?
Okay. If you want to share the video, YouTube has made it very, very easy. Now, this may not be exactly what you're asking, so we'll kind of go through it here. But any video you're watching, if this includes ours, you can go share all of ours. But you just simply go down here and click on the share button. And you can share it with Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Blogger, Reddit. Oh, what else I got in there? Tumblr, Pinterest. I can't pronounce that. I don't know what language that is. LinkedIn, stumbled upon. You can throw it into email. You can copy the URL of that and just mail it to somebody. Now here's one neat little feature. If you notice down here at the bottom, it has start at, and wherever you stop that video, you could click this and it would then start for somebody else right at that time mark. So that's how you do that. Did that by chance answer your question? I think it was Steve that asked it, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, just simply go to a YouTube video, click on the share button, and they make it easy for you to do that.
Oh, is that what he meant? I could answer that one.
Well, that's how I took it. So.
Okay, yeah, how I would tag the video. Yeah, I suppose that would do it.
Okay. And we'll get back out of that. I don't know who that person is. Filmora. This was, in case anybody wondered, the promo video for her, that was all done with Filmora. I'll take that back. This part was not. What you see on the screen here right now, that was not done with Filmora. But from where that stops, from right here on, the rest of that was all done with Filmora. Filmora, one of her videos and a number of pictures that I gleaned from some of her press packs and YouTube videos and
Stacy.
Other things like that.
Yeah, she was awesome when we first contacted her, and we corresponded quite a bit since the first time I did contact her. She sent us wouldn't be considered a demo pack, would it? I don't know what they would call it, but with the video she had that.
Well, I'm going to say like a press pack.
Yeah, and told us to use any part of it. I thought that was very nice of her.
Yes, I used it all. I was greedy.
Allie walks an hour every day and eats Cheez-Its every day. There you go.
I'm in the same boat when it comes to black eyes.
Never mind, Daryl. It's a girl thing.
Okay.
The look on his face.
So, does anybody have any questions on the editing? I mean, I could take this promo that I did, and it's got another piece in here.
Yeah,
So
you have another question.
Okay. On my home PC, wait a minute. On my home screen, pick, how can I add text? Okay, are you talking just on the computer itself? Or do you have a picture for a background on your computer, or are you talking a YouTube channel page, or YouTube picture? Okay. I want to make sure that I'm talking about, or, I want to make sure that I answer your question the way that you want to have it answered. So, Okay. Are you referring to the banner up here on the top? This, what are these, daisies or?
Coneflowers.
Coneflowers? Yes. Okay. That is simply a picture. That is a picture that Sherry selected to place there. I have no idea how she did it magically, but that's a picture. So if you want to add text to your pictures, all you need is some type of a photo editor. Most all photo editors will be able to edit pictures. The one that I use primarily is called, what is it called? Something.net.
What?
What is it? What do I edit the pictures with? Something.net.
You mean paint.net?
Paint.net. Paint.net is what I use.
Yes, those one-syllable words that really get you.
Yes. Yep, that's it. I use it. It's a shareware program, or I shouldn't say shareware. It's an open source program. It's totally free, and it has capabilities that will mimic the very, very expensive programs. So all you have to do is bring a picture into any, and I'm going to do this with a different one as well. Let's see, I'll grab, I'll just grab Smudge. And if I want to put text on Smudge's picture here, I can go over here to the toolbox, which is located over here to the right. Click on the text. I can go pick out what type of font that I would like to have. So I'll just grab this one. I can choose a color, and when I bring this in here, it goes into a text box, and I will go. And I think that seems pretty small, so then we have to increase the font size. That made it bigger than the entire picture. But then if I save the picture, I now have text on the picture. You can take, let me get it back down to a little bit more manageable size. You can take it and move it around, place it wherever you want it. And then save the picture, save it with a new name, or save it with the same name that's has a number 1 suffix or something. So in other words, it was Smudge, then save it as Smudge 1, and when you make another change, you can save it as Smudge 2 or Smudge 3. And that way, if I just saved this, it would destroy the original. And there wouldn't be any going back. This is not like your Filmora video editing program. When you're editing a photo, if you just save that photo, you will overwrite what was there and not have the original. So save it as maybe the same name, but add a suffix to it, either an A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, something like that. And then, of course, you just publish it on YouTube in the banner section. Now you can, don't save. You can also use I'm assuming you have a PC. And this, everybody has, if you have a PC, you have the Paint program. You can do the same thing with it. File, open, and we'll go into pictures. And I'm going to hit something with a nice contrast. Here, we'll just grab this maple leaf. We'll open that. So now if I want to add text to that, I go into my tools. I select text. I come down and click where I want to put it. And at this point, I can choose the font size, the font type. We'll increase the size a little bit. And I would say it needs to be increased more. So I need to edit that. Highlight it. And I just blew it away. So let me go back. There we go. Now the advantage you have with this program that I didn't have with the other one, this one's very easy to, maybe I'm misquoting. Same thing. You can grab the box, move it around. You can size the box without affecting the text. Text.
Say that fast 3 times. Wait, you couldn't even say it once.
I can't. So, and again, then you just do a file, save as, and save it however you would like to save it. So hopefully that gives you some direction as to what you might want to do as far as editing your banner. Well, hi Wanda, how you doing? Okay. Any other questions pop up?
No. I
guess that's the show tonight.
I need to make Hank. I need to make Hank a goodie box.
Oh.
Send out. He's being a porch dog. Hates the rain. Refuses to go in the doghouse. BC truck.
Hi Brad, how you doing this evening?
Ain't that the truth?
So, Steve, I hope that answered your question on, it was Steve that asked, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Make sure I have the right people. Steve, I hope that answered your question on how you would get some text into a picture that was on your banner of your homepage.
Hey, Carrie. Thomas, when I edit an opener, how can I save it as an opener?
Ah, okay. Let's go back. I'll just minimize this. And let me take this stuff out. I have a couple of pieces here that I call, well, hold on, because I don't want to confuse anybody. Let me get this stuff out of here. All right. Okay, this is one of the openers that I frequently use for the Monday Night Live shows. So just so everybody can see it. If you notice, there's no sound. So I can use this one to stick in front of anything else I want to do for one of our Monday Night Live shows. If I want sound with it, let me take this one back out of the timeline. I have the same thing here. And for example, on Stacey Lynn Harris's last night, I used this opener. And this is a much longer piece that frequently I'll cut pieces out of it, but it's kind of a montage of a lot of the guests that we've had in the past. So here's how you go about doing that. Let's import see what I have in here. I'll come up with something I can work with here. Okay. Do that. And we'll do the microphone. And we'll do Country Girl. And me sleeping at the computer. And we'll throw an eggplant in there too. Okay, So I have all these pictures. Oh, I forgot smudge. Let me get smudge. Okay. This is a transparent picture of Alderman Farms logo. So let me get a background in here. And we'll go back to there we go. And we'll put this guy in here. We'll put Country Girl in here. And we'll put in some veggies. And I want Smudge in here. And we gotta have Smudge's mic so he can talk to people. So let me stretch these out a little bit. And this is obviously going to be probably longer than somebody else's, than an intro you would want to make. Okay. Now we got to size some of these. So the microphone, I have to shrink it down a little bit. And we'll put Smudge over here in the corner. But if you notice, I have Smudge on top of these other images in the background. And that is because he is lower on the timeline. So it's dominance on the timeline. All right. So now what we have here is just a very short little clip. And if I play this, it goes from me sitting at the computer, Smudge comes in, and then it goes to Alderman Farms logo. And then Country Girl comes in. And then we have the fruits and veggies. So this is, I'm going to say this is the basis of you putting something together to make an opener. I mean, it's, you talk or whatever. So this is the basis that I want to start with. And I'm happy with the order. I'm happy with everything that I've got. I can just take this and I'll export it. I'm going to call this Filmora test. and I'm going to put it I'll just drop it in the video root, Filmora test, and just export it. This should not take very long. It's a pretty small file. But anyway, while this is doing this, all I'm doing is I'm creating an MP4. And I maybe made it, it's too long for an intro, but we'll show you how to fix that here in just a moment, once this gets done. And we're not getting real fancy here on this, we're just trying to instill some ideas as some different things you can do. But once I have this video file created, it's just like if you took something with your camera and created a video file. You can bring it back in, you can do further editing on it, you can add it to the front, add it to the middle, add it to the end of whatever it is, whatever video file that you're creating. So you could have part of your raw footage right for the very beginning, or even create something where, well, the topic of today's video is growing corn. I don't know, something. And folks, one of the reasons this is taking over is because I'm doing this on the computer that I'm doing the live broadcast on, and that chews up some horsepower. So normally you would not find it to take this long for such a small file. I might have to look at doing this a different way just to prevent the lag. Who was it that asked me this? Southern Girl or something?
About what, honey?
About the creating an opener.
That was Thomas Schmidt Homestead Project.
That's an interesting name. Homestead Project. There we go.
Yep, said me.
It's completed. Okay, so I'll close this stuff up, and I'm going to go bring it into here. So I put it in videos. I called it Filmora Test. Okay. So now, if I save this as a project, I'd be able to come back to it in this exact form and provided you didn't get rid of any of the base files. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to bring down what I just made because now it's all on a single timeline. So now when I play this is just what we had before. But because I've taken all of those pictures and sized properly the way that I wanted them sized, And I've created this one string video file. Now I can come into here and I can do some further editing. So let me go back to right and these two little buttons right underneath the preview window. We'll move it one frame at a time. So right there is my change. Now let's say that I want a smoother change than just a jump like that. Well, I can come right to that place in the file and I can slice it, I can cut it. As long as you don't move these two ends, nobody could ever tell that it had been cut because it just plays through fine. But now I'm going to grab something that's very visible. So now when it changes between those two, and it didn't. Hold on. Just gotta find out why it didn't. Let's stretch this out. 2 seconds overlap, okay. There we go. I just had to find something that was going to show up well on the plain background. Okay, so now I can add things like transitions from one picture to the next. I can add filters. Let me throw this in. And this will add some subtle movement in the background. Here we'll throw some particles in. And what else can we grab here? Put a couple overlays in. So now we've added some subtle background movement here to add in a flash coming across the front. Made a transition, put Alderman Farms in the fire. Country Girl, we give her a border. Which then goes away, and we should get another border around this. But I've decided that this being roughly 55 seconds long is too long. So, actually, I'll take that back. Here's what has happened. Because I cut that file, it's seeing it as two pieces. So the second half here is 41 seconds. This half is 15. So let me, I'm just going to increase the speed highlight. I want to increase here. And we'll highlight this half, increase it 2 times. So I've now cut it down to 26, 27 seconds. And now we want to add some music to it. So I can come in and pick out something here. Let's see, what is this one? Okay. We'll bring the music in. Start it at the beginning. I want to go right to the very end. No, just to show you a little better. Right at the switch between the two, in the middle of the kaleidoscope transition, we're going to cut this music off right there. We're going to edit this first piece of music, and I'm going to have it fade out over roughly 3/4 of a second. And I'm going to then put in a second piece of music for the second part. So I'll just bring that right over to the end. And cut that, delete the back half. Okay, so we've taken some pictures, given them some animation. We've added music to it. And what you can do at this point, if you'd like to, this will be fun. I don't know if this is going to work or not, because I've never tried to record a voiceover live. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to turn off the music sound. So we'll just click this and say, when it gives me the go, this is a test to find out how it sounds by recording over top of what we currently have here. Yeah, we can do a lot. And I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between the voice and the music afterwards. So my audio has been added to the library and timeline. I'll say OK. Let's hear what it sounds like. This is a test to find out how it sounds by recording over top of what we currently have here. Okay, the reason you heard the doubling up there is because it was going through this transition period here. When you produce this, it won't do that. But I had the music part turned off. I think you'll find that it's too loud for my voice. Let's find out. This is a test to find out how it sounds. So And keep in mind, I'm just doing this real quick and dirty, so to speak. So the music I'm going to turn down a little bit. The voice I'm going to turn up a little bit. I'll say okay. By recording over top of what we currently have here. Yeah, we can do a lot. And I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between the voice and the music afterwards. Okay, at this point, save the file again as whatever you want it. And then as long as you save that file, you can just add it to whatever you've recorded with your phone or with your camera and use it as an intro or an outro. You can add text to it. I'm going to throw this one in here. And we talked a little bit about this last week, but I think I got it all in there. Now I need to center it. Oops. Go into the advanced where I see everything a little better. Your title here. And we'll call this, make it all caps. This is a test to find out how it sounds by recording over top of what we currently have here. Yeah, we can do a lot. And I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between the voice. So hopefully this gave you a little bit of direction. You're telling people I'm a lurker now?
Yeah, Fireman CV.
Well, I am. And Fireman CV and what's the other guy's name? Terrible names. The other fellow, he does the live streams. They frequently go in and
wacky Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay wacky. They frequently go in and they will help anybody that's in the channel here, I'm sure, with suggestions as far as creating thumbnails, different things to enhance the opportunity of your video getting viewed more often. Did I say that in a good way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So hopefully that maybe answers some questions. If you find yourself, especially when you start changing the speed of a video or adding a lot of things to a video clip, you will probably want to render the timeline to preview it properly. And this may take too long. I may just cancel it. But I'm going to go ahead and click it, and we'll see if it gets done here. Who has the power?
Allie.
Allie?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
So's JD.
All right. So now if we play this, it should be a bit better. This is a test to find out how it sounds by recording over top of what we currently have here. Yeah, we can do a lot. And I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between the voice and
go over the
music
animation
afterwards. Oh, okay. Anytime that you join a video or two different videos, or you want to put a break into a single video, the video has to be cut. There needs to be a separation. So, and I'm going to increase the size of this so it's easier for you to see. This light colored bar that's laying over top of the video is simply a transition. Let me get rid of the titles here. And this happens to be this transition right here, this kaleidoscope. So I can take that and get rid of it. So now, when it plays, recording over top of what we currently have here, it just makes a very sharp change to the next segment. But I decided, okay, I want a sharp change there. That's all right, right here is my change. So now I'm going to slice this timeline. I have it set right on the frame where it changes. I'm going to slice the timeline, which puts it into two separate parts. Now I'm not going to put anything in between it, although I could. And I'm going to put this kaleidoscope transition so it covers both of those. So now the transition should be here. Yeah, we can do a lot. So I'm hoping that's the part that you wanted to know. With Filmora, you can only put transitions on the primary timeline. So if you have added other pictures that you want in the foreground, background, you need to create that as a video file first so you can get it up on the primary timeline in order to use the transitions in Filmora. It's a limitation that currently exists in the product. We can add other things. We can add like old film bars. Yeah, we can do a lot. But I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between. We can add other effect I have here. Yeah, we can do a lot. And I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between. Let's see if I can get one that really stands out here for you. Trying to think what would show up, because I know some of you folks are looking on a phone. Okay. This is like a border overlay. Yeah, we can do a lot. And I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between the voice and the music. And I can stretch that out for the entire video if I wanted that overlay over the entire video. The volumes between the voice and the music afterwards. Take the overlay back out. Let's add some elements in here. To adjust the volumes between the voice I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between the voice and the music afterwards. Here, we'll throw some fog in there as well. The music afterwards. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Ticker Bouncing is here. I have no idea who all's in here. So hopefully that answers some of your questions. Let's see what we can do here. And all I'm doing is I'm kind of resizing this element. And Dawn doesn't know that I just made a picture of her after she eats her hot peppers. So let's see what this looks like. Yeah, we can do a lot. But I'm going to have to adjust the volumes between the voice and the music afterwards. Oh, made it too long. But hopefully you get the idea. Some of the different fun things you can do. And it's 9 o'clock, folks. So I hope that everybody got something out of it. And looking forward to seeing what you develop. And keep me in touch. Drop an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com and say, hey, just got this this new intro. Or if you want me to look at something. Or if you run into a problem, drop me an email. And we'll get together if I have to call you or whatever we have to do. So, hopefully, we'll get some questions for next week. And did I miss anything? Everything else going?
Everything else is going.
Folks, thanks for being here this evening. Thomas, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, and I'm going to check out your channel. I want to see what see some of the stuff that you picked up. So, just came in. How y'all doing? Getting started on homesteading. Well, thank you for just stopping in, but we're just getting ready to go.
I didn't make dinner yet.
Yeah, I haven't eaten. I'm getting famished. Can't you tell?
Dwindling away to nothing.
Dwindling away. I got about 200 more pounds to go to dwindle away. So, well, no, that's probably too much. I should probably only lose maybe
enough.
Maybe 70, 80. That'd be good. I could do that. All right. Everyone have a wonderful week. And we will see you next Monday night with something love. Something love. Garden love. Garden love. Next Monday night. Take care, everyone. Good night.
All right.